Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your February 2019 mid-month general readings. Thank you for joining us all today, and welcome to any newcomers and welcome to all returning subscribers or people who just follow my YouTube channel regularly. Thanks to all those of you who take the time to send in all your comments and feedback and support, and a big thank you to all of my clients out there too, both regular and new, for the consistent and constant busyness with personal one-on-one readings. I apologize ahead excuse me. I apologize ahead of time for any coughing and hacking during the video. I am recovering from a bad bronchial thing, and while I'm over the feeling horrible part, I actually feel pretty decent. I've still got that residual cruddy cough thing. 'Tis the season, I guess, so I apologize for sounding like an asthmatic frog. So on with the reading. As those of you who follow me regularly know, if you would like more information or my contact info for personal readings, live or recorded, you can click on the description bar below, or you can just click on the description bar of any of the videos I post. You can also go to my YouTube channel's homepage, click on the little About button there. You can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to work with you. I do readings full-time, 5 to 6 days a week. It is the sum total of what I do. So I work pretty diligently with people's schedules. Turnaround time is pretty good. And I do a wide variety of readings in all areas of life, love and romance, of course, career, work and finance, compatibility, investment readings, and I also do 6 and 12-month overviews, which take a look at what's coming in all the main areas of your life over a 6 or 12-month period of time, depending on how far ahead you want to look. So there's a few different options for you to choose from. If you're interested, send me an email, and I will get back to you within the same day or the first 24 hours with some more info for you. So let's get right into this reading. This is for the Earth sign of Virgo for the remainder of February 2019. See what's in store for Virgo. Okay, Virgo, we begin with the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Great way to begin, followed by the 8 of Cups. That's around the middle of the month, third week or so, and in the last week or towards the end of February 2019, we have the 2 of Swords, followed by the 9 of Cups. Interesting. From the bottom of the deck, your overall energy and focus for the remainder of February is the 8 of Wands. Interesting, Virgo. It looks like something is coming in for you. Your crowning card representing overall energy and focus is the 8 of Wands. This is a card that implies conversation and communication, messages coming in rather swiftly, and they're very powerful, and they're very positive too. I get a very positive feeling. It's like you're receiving news or communication, or somebody reaches out to you. There's an active feel to this too, and this card can sometimes represent travel. So some of you may be traveling, or traveling quite quickly, or somebody may be traveling to see you. But I feel for a lot of you, there is some kind of, it's somebody reaching out to you. I feel like it's actual communication about something, and it looks like something on the surface quite positive, and then kind of like it comes out of nowhere. Let me clarify this communication or this conversation or movement. We have the 4 of Wands, which is interesting because this is one of the happy home cards. It connects us back to the simple joys and gratitudes of appreciating the presence of the people in our lives. It's one of the wedding or marriage cards. Some of you, it might be receiving a marriage proposal or hearing about a wedding. Some of you may be traveling to a wedding or a formal event of some kind within your family system, or vice versa. And for some of you, it may be messages and communication about reunions, or somebody coming to reunite or reconcile with you, or families coming back together again. There could have been a period of estrangement, whether that's emotional or physical distance, or a combination of both. The interesting thing is that the 4 of Wands is also the unexpected blessing, happy surprise card, and it's not a card of an indeterminate time either. Typically when the 4 of Wands shows up, it represents that whatever that unexpected blessing is, it's happening within the next several weeks. So it does look like Some very positive news, messages, communication is coming. Some of you that may involve travel too. Some of you it may involve a celebratory event of some kind that's about your home and your family unit, or the message is definitely about that. And there's some unexpected surprise or happy blessing attached to it, or the news itself is coming in an unexpected way. It feels like this just kind of drops out of the sky on you, which is kind of continued here around the middle third week of the month or so with the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Cups. So the Wheel of Fortune, this is divine energy, divine timing and orchestration. We have no control over this. This is God's spirit, your angels and guides. We spin the wheel and we have no control over where it lands, what happens. In the upright position, it is a strong implication of a stroke of good luck, of good fortune, something working in your favor, and it very much is corresponds to that unexpected blessing energy of the Eight of Wands. So whatever this is, it feels like it's coming in very unexpectedly, but it's kind of like pennies from heaven, or manna from heaven. I don't know what the saying is. It's a blessing. It seems like a blessing dropping out of the sky, and what clarifies it is the Eight of Cups, which is a card that typically represents leaving something or someone behind. Perhaps there's often a sense of disappointment and disillusionment with this card. It's about the decision being made quite definitively to turn your back on whatever has run its course, may have turned out differently than what you thought it was going to be in the beginning. There's a sense of a lack of fulfillment here. Some of these cups are upright and full, and some of them are spilled over and tipped out, which implies that he has gone through a lot of these cups, maybe not all of them, because at some point he or she has decided, this isn't for me, and I need to leave. I need to leave this behind me. You may not be entirely certain which direction you may be going in the future, because he's still standing there surveying the horizon, but he is definitely wanting to, or ready to, or has made up your mind to leave behind whatever this disappointment and disillusionment represents. It feels like and feels like to me, Virgo, that there's this unexpected blessing, happy surprise that comes in, and it is an opportunity to leave whatever the source of this disappointment and disillusionment is about. There seems to be a pretty strong connection to home, to family. For some of you, this might be a romantic relationship or marriage or something of that sort. Maybe that has gone through some rocky times. There may have been some separation and estrangement, whether it's emotional or geographical, or a combination of the both. For some of you, it might be and some of you, this may involve travel too. It may be an unexpected opportunity to travel to see this person, or that they're coming towards you very unexpectedly. It may be within your family system itself. It may be news from family or about family as well that enables you, and it's kind of like a blessing that enables you to leave something behind perhaps you weren't able to leave behind. I'm feeling like about three different things here. I feel like for some of you, this is within a personal relationship, and it almost feels like it comes out of nowhere, this like an opportunity to reconcile or resolve something or come back together again. For some of you, I'm feeling like it may be family reaching out to you, or family or friends reaching out to you to help you in some way. It may be in a practical way that enables you to leave an environment behind that you were not happy in. But again, it's got this sense of it coming out of nowhere. But the thing is I feel like you're uncertain or unsure as to whether or not to accept it, or to leave this thing behind, that you've been given some kind of blessed opportunity that will enable you to leave it behind if you so choose. But it looks like some of you, maybe even a lot of you, are unsure as to whether to take it or not, to actually leave this behind you or not. which makes sense, particularly in some of the astrological energies we're all facing. It's about trying to make a choice on whether to move ahead with something, which means that we have to let something go, and there's always a struggle in leaving something behind for a lot of us, because we end the month with the Two of Swords and the Nine of Cups. So the Two of Swords represents feeling stuck, not knowing which way to go, and there's some reluctance or resistance to even look at the situation clearly, because this woman is blindfolded and stuck, not knowing where to go, and that can be an uncomfortable place to be in. But at the same time, as long as you keep the blindfold on, you don't have to look at something directly for the reality of what it is, and therefore you don't have to make a definitive decision about it. So it's sometimes the head stuck in the sand kind of cloud, a reluctance or a resistance to let something go, to move on, when it looks like you've been given a very divinely orchestrated blessing in order to do that. But as I always say, we live in a free will zone, so you can choose to take this or not. What clarifies the Two of Swords is the Nine of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment card, the getting what you want. The cautionary advice always with the Nine of Cups is, you know, that saying, be careful what you want, you may get it, and find that it's not actually everything you thought it was going to be. Because it's the Nine of Cups, it's not the Ten of Cups though. But it is wish fulfillment and abundance. So it's a very excuse me, it's a very interesting reading, Virgo. It's like God's spirit, your angels and guides have said here, in the form of whatever form it takes for with you. I mean, this is a general reading, so it's always going to resonate a little differently. Watch your rising and your moon sign videos for further clarification. Whatever form of communication, whatever path this blessing comes in kind of out of the sky to you, it represents an opportunity to leave behind something which is causing you a sense of disappointment, disillusionment, something you're not happy with, something it looks like Source feels you may be better off leaving this behind in your life, but for some reason there's an unwillingness or a reluctance to really look perhaps clearly, honestly, realistically at what is leaving you disappointed and disillusioned, because maybe you feel like it can still turn out the way that you want to. And maybe you're just kind of stubbornly holding on to it in the hopes that it is going to turn into the 9 or 10 of Cups, when in reality the opportunity to leave this thing behind is what's going to move you towards your sense of abundance and joy and love. Let's pull some. Let's see what this Two of Swords is about. This stuck, this blindness, this reluctance or resistance. Why is it that you're fearing to take this opportunity and move ahead? The Seven of Swords. So this is the card that can represent deception, sneakiness, maybe things being hidden. Maybe you feel like whatever this offer or opportunity is that's kind of dropping out of the sky into your lap unexpectedly, you may feel that it's coming from a dishonest place, or maybe that the offer isn't sincere, or that the offer of help isn't sincere. You may be being dishonest, some of you, with yourself about not looking at whatever the source of this disappointment and disillusionment is in a very honest and realistic way, because if you do that, then it means that you really are put in a position where you have to kind of either stay and not complain about being unfulfilled, or leave. So let's take a look. Let's pull one final card to see what the nature of this Wheel of Fortune is. What is Spirit actually, if there's anything else Spirit wants to say about it in regards to advice to you about this unexpected blessing or opportunity. The Sun. This represents the sun. This unexpected thing dropping out for you represents the sun. The sun represents a releasing of restrictive energies. It's an uplifting of energy. It's the heaviness dissipating. It's winter into spring, darkness into light, sickness into health. This is light, love, warmth, laughter. This is living again, and this is feeling the pressures lifting and dissipating from you. That's what this unexpected blessing or opportunity it represents for you. So that's your advice from Spirit, Virgo. It's one of those things where I don't think they could make it any clearer unless they took a hammer and hit you on the head. But again, we live in a free will zone, and we all, myself included, understand what it's like to struggle to let something go that we're so attached to. And sometimes the lies that we tell ourselves about, well, if I just do this, then it'll turn into this, when in fact Spirit is giving you the opportunity to leave something behind, which actually ends up leading to your joy and fulfillment. So Virgo, that pretty much wraps up your February 2019 mid-month reading. I hope that you find it useful and helpful as the month continues to play out, because that's why we do these. Again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, live or recorded, please feel free to email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to work with you. You can also find me on the smartphone app Instantgo under Irish Gypsy. That link is also provided. Instantgo is really good for quick answers to the quick, fast, easy questions. So yet another option for you to consider. And you can get that info and contact details by clicking on the description bar below or the description bar attached to any of my videos. You can also go to my YouTube channel's homepage, click on the little About button there. So Virgo, I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the March 2019 general readings. And until then, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. And I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.